Who is selling crop tops? Because I'm ready to buy. I'll just be the girl with the fire waist. Long tops, even if it's cold, I don't care. I'm wearing a crop top. Hope you're all doing well. This is day 10 post-op, and I just wanted to give you a little update because I saw lots of you had lots of questions, so I'm gonna answer them. Starting off with, how are you feeling generally? Are you able to move? And they explained that they have a large one and they're hoping to get it removed early next year. So firstly, I just want to say, just making that bold step to say, yes, I'm going to have it removed. Yes, I'm going to do it. That's so amazing. I'm really proud of you. So in regards to pain, moments after surgery, I explained that earlier, but the moment after the surgery, I did feel like somebody had, should I say punched me in the stomach? No, maybe like very intense, painful cramps. That's what it felt like. But I think because the post-op surgery, all the good stuff had like worn off a little bit, but then now they added in more of the good stuff and I didn't feel much of pain. I think it felt more of parts where I did feel pain is whereby, because they have to put something in your throat so that you can breathe during the procedure, when they remove it, I think it itches your throat a little bit, but you know, you're not awake when they're putting in the pipe or when they take it off, but it's just that I guess you feel the aftermath of, I think it's called an endoscopy if I'm not mistaken. You feel the aftermath of that in your throat, so it just itches just a little, so you constantly have to be like the whole time. When I was in the ward, I was just clearing my throat. excuse me, thank you for coming. And then there's moments whereby I think I noticed that if I lie down fully, that's when my throat would really get blocked and then I would have to cough, and that was the part that was painful. I'm not gonna lie and pretend I'm like, oh, that was easy, but what I learned from, a few days of being in the hospital, I was there, I think, for 3 days in total, 2 nights, 3 days. The nurses just explained that I have to put a pillow against I should press down slightly onto the incision and then also put a pillow on top and just hug the pillow tightly just so it can cushion the cough. That's the only part that hurts, is just when you needed to clear your throat. But then, the nurses were super nice. They gave me, every time I was like, I need warm water, because warm water also helped quite a bit, just like loosen the mucus that's in your throat. So warm water really helped a lot. And they also gave me just drinking chocolate, just plain drinking chocolate. That also really helped to soothe my throat. And so when I got home, I think I decided to search on TikTok. I saw this one girl stand and then she was hugging the pillow, and that helped quite a bit. Like standing, I felt like my diaphragm was more free, and so hugging the pillow while standing helped quite a bit. And then my partner was so sweet, like he would also come and hug me from behind, and also my friend as well, when my partner was away, hugged me from behind just to help cushion the cough, like on top of the pillow, just to cushion the cough. And that helped tremendously. And the cough, I think I would say, not the cough, but like the irritation in the throat lasted perhaps, after hospital, maybe 2 or 3 days. So like I would say, and the irritation, interesting, didn't start on the first day, but like the second night is when my throat was like, hello. Whenever I needed to cough, it was like, I'm coughing, she's coughing. So I'm like trying to just slowly stand up, and that's the part where it hurts. But just in general, I'm no longer on pain meds. My pain meds got finished. My medication in general got finished on Thursday. So that was exactly a week after. And I'm not on any pain meds, surprisingly. And I don't feel any pain per se. What I can say around the wound itself, like the incision, I just feel numbness. Like if you're sleeping on your hand for too long and then your arm like dies, I guess, and then if you try to touch it, that like feeling, just if I just try to touch it, just that feeling of almost like pins and needles. That's what I feel if I like slightly try to touch like above the, like very close to the incision. That's what it feels like, but it's not pain. And I'm also avoiding stairs, but I'm also still walking just to help with my blood circulation. Pain meds that they give you at the hospital really help, so you just have to make sure that you're on top of the medicine that they give you. And I think they also mentioned that what might hurt, I'm crossing my fingers, is my upcoming period. But they said that for that I can just take painkillers and that will be able to help soothe the pain. I'm just like, no, I hope I don't feel pain during that moment. But yeah, in terms of pain, I would say it's not what I expected. I expected to be in insane pain and just like agony, but it's not. I wouldn't say it's painful. I mean, I'm not gonna say it's not painful, but it's very manageable pain. I just have to think, if I have to get up, like, no sudden movements, I have to like plan my movement. Like if I have to get up, I'm like that, I'm not like just jumping up. How did I get tested? Like, how did I know I had the fibroids to begin with? So I did a general blood checkup, or just like whole body test in January, and then it revealed that I had very low hemoglobin, and it also showed my vitamin D was low, and my iron was also incredibly low. So I was like, isn't that suspicious?
Suspicious, very suspicious.
And then I also decided to get like a pap smear done and everything, and the pap smear results were fine and everything, but it showed that there were, somehow the pap smear showed that there was some growth. So I was like, oh my god, what is that?
Oh my god, what is that? Oh my god, what is that?
Then I was like, okay, you know what? I'm going to go for an ultrasound, and that's going to reveal whether I have them or not. So I went to a gynecologist and I did an ultrasound, and it showed that I had the fibroids. I've explained all of that in the previous video, so you can watch that if you'd like to know. But yes, I think a general ultrasound can show if you have fibroids or not, but just speak to a gynecologist and they'll be able to help you out. See your doctor. What is a recovery period? So from what I read online, and also from what I heard from the doctor, they mentioned that the recovery is between 6 to 8 weeks. During this time, I'm not supposed to lift anything heavy, and I can't do very strenuous activities, but I should still make sure I'm walking, just to make sure I have blood circulation, which will help with the healing. So I'm not just being like a lazy bum, but then not lifting anything heavy. I'm trying not to bend so much. If I need to pick something up from the ground, I'm just grabbing like a plastic chair, sitting on it, and then like reaching for it from the side. If I need to get up, I go on my side and then roll onto my side, put my feet down, and then get up. It's, just a little bit easier, just whatever you do, just to relax your core. And I think I noticed when I was still at the hospital, getting up and down from the bed, that was the painful part, like especially when I needed to lift my legs up. That's the part that I was like, oh, this hurts, I don't wanna. But the nurses were really nice, they helped me put my legs up and everything. But then now it's much easier, I can do it by myself, and this is day 10. So yeah, recovery period 6 to 8 weeks. But I also spoke to a few friends, and they mentioned that it can also take a little bit of time, and you just need to listen to your body and just be very graceful with yourself. Just take it easy, whatever you feel. If you feel like, oh, this is too much, then you shouldn't. And also don't push yourself. Don't feel like you have to do it, you have to get it done. My friends are really comforting and telling me, just take it easy, it heals slowly, it's major surgery, so just like slowly. So I'll go for a 6-week update checkup in December, and then the doctor will give me a go ahead on whether or not I can do certain activities. But yeah, I'm just trying to take it easy. No rush, just moss. Any prevention tips, food recommendations that can lessen inflammation? So the thing about fibroids is that I feel like there's not much that you can do to prevent them, because the causation of them isn't fully known. Studies will say, oh, perhaps it's high levels of estrogen and X, Y, and Z. Sometimes you just have it genetically because it's in your family. So there's different things. But in terms of prevention, I guess just the regular stuff. Exercising regularly, keeping a healthy diet. Also, managing stress. Managing stress is also very important. I think, while I was doing lots of research about, growths and tumors, etc., stress was something that really came up quite a bit on like how, the body shows that it's stressed, and how the body, puts together stress because of, I guess, cortisol and, all of those hormones and chemicals and everything. So just managing stress, just trying to take it easy, being cool, just being healthy, being happy. I guess that is maybe somewhat of a preventative method, but it's not like 100% sure. I'm not going to tell you, okay, if you're happy, stress-free, everything, no fibroids. No, you could still get them. Hopefully in the future, and with like modern medicine, it'll be easy to tell, and there'll be like a super quick cure or something. Even for me, I think, when I did find out, I was like, okay, how can I shrink them? And I was trying out all of these like herbal things and teas and exercises and stuff. And I will say that it did shrink, like the biggest one did shrink by a centimeter, but when I calculated it with ChatGPT, it would have taken like 3 years for it to completely shrink. And also the side effects of just having it outweighs waiting for 3 years so that it could shrink. And also I don't know if it's perhaps, you know, the exercise or the food diet change or everything that contributed to the shrinkage. Like, would it have shrunk naturally? You know, what causes it to shrink? I can't say specifically because it wasn't a like neutral perfect experiment. So yeah, I would just say, you know, eat healthy. Also, if you feel like your people in your family do have it, then I would just say get regular checkups, because there are hormonal treatments for it that like sort of like can help sort of shrink it, but then this only works if it's perhaps maybe very small, or, you know, just depending on what the doctor prescribes. So today I just wanted to finish answering all of your questions. I just realized I hadn't finished answering all the previous questions. I'd answered some and I think I got tired and then I stopped. But today is day 21. Woo! Let's do a quick measurement. We have definitely gone down. Now I think the rest of what's just left is my eating, which is fine. I'm perfectly okay with that. Oh, somebody asked about the ups and downs of recovery. So the ups, I would say I've really learned how to, you know, be easy with myself. I've learned how to go slow. I've learned how to appreciate, you know, my speed. I've also learned how to appreciate my body and like, oh wow, it can heal and this is incredible. The downs, I would say, you know, just that feeling of feeling stuck. Like, you know, I want to go out, I want to do stuff, and I'm like, no, I can't go out and do stuff. I have to, you know, stay put. Or if I want to like have a rapid movement, I can't have any rapid movement. So it's just maybe the feeling of not being able to do everything that you would want to do as fast or as quickly as you would. Or sometimes, you know, if you want to go out with your friends sometimes, and it's like, nope, I have got to stay home. I can't go out.
I can't go out. I'm sick.
Boo, you whore.
I think just, you know, sort of being in the recovery period, not being able to do much, I think that's a downside. I think the other upside, or the most incredible upside, I'm like, oh my god, so many people love me. All my friends that have been there for me this entire time is just so amazing. And, you know, I'm just feeling so loved. I feel like that's definitely up. I knew that they loved me, and I'm like, oh my god, they really do. They really, really, really do. So that's just been such a good up, you know, just being able to see everyone and talk to people. That's been amazing. So in regards to the ups and downs about recovery, I would say I wrote them down. So one of them is fatigue. I feel like I get tired more, or I think I'm just recovering, but like sometimes I'll take a nap during the day and then I'll still sleep 8 hours at night. I mean, who's complaining? You know, sleep is good for you, sleep is how you recover. But I feel like I get tired more often than before, but I think that will fade the more I'm into the recovery. Something else that I noticed, you know, immediately after the surgery, they always try to check, okay, when are you gonna go to the bathroom? When are you gonna go to the bathroom? But I think the first week or so, you need to eat very soft food. I'll leave it as that. Yeah, I guess, you know, just the inability to not be able to do the things you'd be able to do before. Like, I think for now, for the next few weeks, I'm not as mobile as I was. You know, I'm like, I can't go to the gym, I can't do certain sports, can't swim. Not that I can swim during a regular day, but yeah, you know, it's like, I can't swim, I want to swim, you know, no hot tubs, things like that, because I think I'm still very wary and conscious of my incisions. So I'm just like, if I haven't gone to anywhere that's like very crowded, because it would just make me very nervous. I think it's been great. Like, you know, it's just been good. As I mentioned before, just, you know, really getting to know myself. Not that I didn't know myself before, but like really just, you know, appreciating my body and appreciating the shell that I'm in. I think that has been really great. Obviously, you know, I'm now just looking forward to the long-term ups, you know, whereby I'm like, okay, reduced flow and reduced exhaustion, like after the recovery period is over. And, you know, it's like, oh, I'm gonna have like a regular level of hemoglobin, and I'm gonna be able to do, you know, lots of things. I'm not gonna have 2 days every month of my life taken away from me because I'm just like, I can't physically leave the house. So I'm excited for that. I'm really excited for that. So I think what I can say as another downside is just I've just been thinking, how's the scar gonna heal? Is it gonna be itchy? Like, what's it gonna look like? But I did a lot of research into scars, and apparently different people just heal differently. Like, some people are more prone to having a scar that's more of a keloid. That just depends. If you have lots of collagen in your body, then you're more likely going to get a keloid scar. Some people get a flatter scar. It just all depends. But then there's also like different lots of creams and lots of treatments for scars, but I think that's just something I'll think about like way later when I'm once healed. But I have been taking something to sort of improve the healing of the scar. I don't know if it works or if it helps, because I guess I scar differently as compared to somebody else, but I've just been using it, and of course I got the go-ahead from the doctor, so I've just been using it, and we'll see. Let's see how the scar heals. Somebody asked an important question. They asked where and what the costs were like. In regards to the cost, so I did a lot of research into it, and there's lots of hospitals. I think lots of private hospitals. I think Aga Khan maybe charges about 400 to 500k Kenyan shillings. Nairobi Hospital is about a similar cost. Avenue Hospital, was about, I think, 180 or so. Public hospitals, it ranges between perhaps 60 to 80k. But a lot of these procedures, because a lot of the procedures are covered by, I guess, NHIF and SSF and insurance and etc. So you can get that done. And the hospital where I did, it was also between 400 to 500. The consultation for, seeing different gynas is for I think a private hospital is probably between 4,000 to about the most expensive being 8,000 and something. Doing all of these blood tests, I think the ultrasound perhaps cost, what did I pay for the ultrasound? I don't even remember. Maybe it was like 3,000 and something. I can't remember. It was back in January. Another question that one of you asked was if they mentioned there's any possibility of the fibroids reoccurring. So they can come back, some people have them removed and then they come back, but they could come back smaller. But I think because if you do have them removed, obviously that you're prone to them. Like if you have them surgically removed, that you're prone to them. So I guess this is just something that I'll have to be checking every year to see, am I getting any more? So at least I know. Somebody asked, who is my gynecologist? So I went to this amazing doctor called Dr. Amal Patel, and I think you could classify me as a person who's not properly okay, because I went online, I went to the hospital. I think I found him through the hospital's website, and I went to the hospital and I looked through and read through like all the reviews, and I read through all the different doctors' profiles, and then I went to the YouTube and I watched them perform all the surgeries. I was just like, I have to see, I want to know, I want to see how the doctors interact with each other during the surgery. Are they calm? Are they nice to each other? I want to know, because obviously during that time you're under anesthesia, but I want to know, I want to see what are they like. Even when going for just a consultation before the surgery, I wanted to see like what the surgeon was like, how he interacted with his staff, and he was very nice to them, and they were also very nice to each other, and it was like very positive, very calm environment. So I felt very safe with him and his team of doctors, which I think is very important, super important. Whichever doctor you decide to go with, just make sure it's somebody that makes you, somebody that you trust, somebody that you speak, there's people that you can talk to and immediately boom, you trust them, and there's people that you can speak to and you're just like so make sure whichever doctor you decide to go to, it's somebody that you can trust, somebody that is reassuring, somebody that will answer all of your questions, not somebody that's going to shoot you down or try to not because I can imagine as a doctor, people are asking you the same questions over and over, like 40 different people in the day are asking you multiple questions that are probably the same questions, but then you have to be able to answer these people as though it's their first time, and just treating them with that respect and that empathy. So I think that's what is really nice about Dr. Iman and his team. They're just like really nice. So yeah, find somebody that, you know, is treating you with that empathy and is like listening to your questions. And even the stitching is very neat, very nice. Like it's wow, it's very impressive. I saw some scars online and I was like, yo, it's like this doctor was stitching while they were driving through potholes. But so I think I appreciate that I have a very neat, very beautiful scar. And yeah, and this was a question that I wanted to know. I'm like, okay, and it's like we're gonna do it below the bikini line, so you know, no one's gonna know. And I was like, I appreciate that, you know. So in terms of the hospital that I went to Third Park Hospital, and I think they specialize in fibroids and endometriosis and laparoscopy, you know, non-invasive procedures as well. And it was good. It was great. I think I had a good time. I thought hospitals, I don't know, but also I just want to say, I mean, I could be here like cheerio, but you know, the recovery process is different for everyone. Everyone has a different, you know, pain tolerance. That's why I can say the recovery process is different for everyone. But I think definitely having people around you that are positive, people that just want to, you know, cheer you up and everything, that helps tremendously. Well, I have been measuring my stomach every week, and from the start to now I'm down by 4 inches, and I'm very proud. Very good, very nice. Though it's not much, I feel like this video has taken me 3 weeks to record because I've had to record it in parts. But if you have any more questions, I'm more than happy to answer in the comment section. If you want to talk, you can just DM me. If, you know, whatever, just, you know, talk to me. I'm here, I'm open. I feel like because, you know, my process was made easy. My process has been made like very easy because of, you know, the people around me, and also just like people on the internet and just, you know, communities and everything. Because it's been made so easy, I want to make sure that I can, you know, do the same for somebody else and, you know, pass it forward. So if I can help in any way possible, I'm here. I am here. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.